trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it. Compelling ever since I've been gone like Kelly. They been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, better get a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can place it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Cincinnati Bengals. In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll run it with Jones. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Touchdown.
Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
Throwing on first down, Jones. That's going to be caught by Samuel. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Curtis Samuel, 76 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The point after.
Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had minute. Each team has scored 7-7 here as the kick's away.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, just like last play. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down.
The shotgun, it's Prescott. Man open left side, it's Williams. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Prescott to throw on 4th. Gets this one to Juszczyk. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Buying time to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jones. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Still 1st quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On On the counter, here's Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On third down, here's Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
Patriots.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Prescott now. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
Here we go with Johnson. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Second and 5 now. Prescott, and they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
It's 3rd down.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Here's Jones, throwing on first down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
15 yards on the play, first down. Jones. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. A quick pass out to Juju. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Carton, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. This is Jones. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Dak Prescott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Stay with your man.
First down, here's the run with Cook. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
33.
But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
At the 39-yard line.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Dalvin Cook as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Bengals 21, Patriots 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
On 2nd and 1, Prescott. He sets up the screen to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Final play of the half, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Jones. And Tate's got it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That's good.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, let's get them home.
Now Jones. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Golden, and he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Intercepted by the
So an opening drive interception to begin this 2nd half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the 2nd half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought him down.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On third down, it's Jones. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a fourth down. They'll run it with Jones. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 7 Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Patriots' 33-yard line.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Back to 60. Back to 60. Back to 11. Back to 11.
Operating from the gun. Jones over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Mike's 50.
Looking to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Sometimes you need a phone. Wanna keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that wanna keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, check, check. Mike. Let's get it together.
From the gun, Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 22.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. On second down, it's Jones. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Looking to throw. Prescott. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
55.
On second down, it's Jones. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
3rd and long for Prescott. Able to complete this to Chenault. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. They'll try again with Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
He's on the tackle.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Jason Myers.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Patriots 14.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. The Bengals drive about to get going. This now a chance at the very least to burn some clock following that 4th down stop. Points would be ideal for some breathing room, no doubt, and really a field goal would be huge. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Dalvin Cook, 98 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Lining up for the point after.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again. That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for a Bengals TD. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Patriots 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Back to it after the pick-6. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard. You got the big lead defensively. You're willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
It's 3rd down.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Connection made with Chenault. And they're going going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory.
Complete to
A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Number 33.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He may try and run for this. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
At the 5-yard line.
Now Jones. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Well, the drive starts with a completion left side, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
The 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, Cook. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They run again on 1st down. Cook. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Dalvin Cook, 27 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Set them back 5. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Is good. Makes the score Bengals 42, Patriots 27.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Prescott from the gun. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On second down, Cook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain of 13, it's a first down. They run, Cook. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
First and 10 at the 28.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Brings up second and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up third down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. On the ground, it's Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking.